What if I told you that there's a way to navigate life's greatest challenges with unwavering calm, clarity, and strength? A philosophy so ancient, yet so powerful, that it can transform the way you live and face adversity. That philosophy is Stoicism. In this video, we'll explore the essence of Stoicism, its timeless wisdom, its greatest teachers, and how you can apply its core principles to your daily life. Through the lens of some of the greatest minds in history, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, we will uncover why Stoicism is more than just a philosophy. It is a way of life, a path to self-mastery, and a beacon of strength in a world filled with chaos. Before we begin, take a moment to reflect. Are you in control of your emotions, or do your emotions control you? If you're ready to take back the reins of your mind, let's dive in. What is Stoicism? At its core, Stoicism is a philosophy of personal virtue, resilience, and self-control. Originating in ancient Greece around the 3rd century BC, Stoicism was founded by Zeno of Citium. However, it was the Roman philosophers, particularly Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, who refined and expanded this philosophy, turning it into a guide for living in accordance with nature, reason, and virtue. Stoicism teaches us one powerful truth. We cannot control the events that happen to us, but we can control how we respond to them. This is the cornerstone of Stoic thought. Life will present us with challenges, loss, hardship, injustice, but it is not the events themselves that disturb us. It is our perception of them. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This simple yet profound idea forms the basis of Stoicism. Our internal world, our thoughts, judgments, and reactions are within our control. Everything else, external circumstances, the actions of others, and the course of nature, is beyond our influence. The 4 virtues of Stoicism. The Stoic path is guided by 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues serve as the foundation upon which a Stoic life is built. They are not just lofty ideals, they are practical principles that can be applied to everyday situations. 1. Wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to see things clearly, to understand what is truly good, what is evil, and what is indifferent. It is the virtue that allows us to make sound decisions and to act in accordance with reason, even in the face of adversity. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." To live wisely means to focus on what is within our control, our thoughts, our actions, and our responses. The Stoics taught that external things like wealth, fame, and even life itself are indifferent. What matters most is how we live, not what we own or achieve. 2. Courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. For the Stoics, courage meant the willingness to face pain, suffering, and uncertainty with resilience and strength. It is the virtue that allows us to confront life's difficulties head-on, without being paralyzed by fear or doubt. Seneca, the Roman statesman and Stoic philosopher, often spoke of the importance of enduring hardship with dignity. He reminded us that suffering is a natural part of life, and that it is through facing adversity that we grow stronger. "Difficulties strengthen the mind," Seneca wrote, "as labor does the body." 3. Justice. Justice is about doing what is right, not just for ourselves, but for others. It is the virtue of fairness, kindness, and integrity. The Stoics believed that we are all part of a greater whole, a universal community, and that we have a duty to contribute to the common good. Marcus Aurelius, as Emperor of Rome, was deeply committed to justice. Despite his immense power, he sought to rule with fairness and humility. In his Meditations, he reflected on the importance of treating others with compassion, even those who wrong us. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. 4. Temperance. Temperance is the ability to control our desires and impulses. It is the virtue of moderation, of finding balance between excess and deficiency. In a world that constantly pushes us towards indulgence and excess, the Stoic practice of temperance is more relevant than ever. For the Stoics, temperance is not about denial or deprivation. It is about knowing when enough is enough. It is the ability to enjoy life's pleasures without becoming enslaved by them. As Epictetus said, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. The dichotomy of control. One of the most powerful tools in the Stoics' toolkit is the dichotomy of control. This principle, as outlined by Epictetus, teaches us that there are two kinds of things in life: those we can control and those we cannot. What can we control? Our thoughts, our actions, and our responses to events. What can we not control? External events, the actions of others, and the inevitable forces of nature. Understanding this distinction is key to cultivating inner peace. So often, we become frustrated or anxious because we try to control things that are beyond our influence. We worry about what others think of us. We become angry when things don't go our way, and we suffer when faced with loss or misfortune. But the Stoics remind us that peace comes from focusing only on what we can control. As Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." When we accept that external events are beyond our control, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. We can let go of fear, anger, and frustration, and instead focus on living with virtue, wisdom, and strength. Overcoming destructive emotions. One of the greatest challenges we face in life is learning how to manage our emotions. Anger, fear, jealousy, and anxiety can cloud our judgment and lead us down paths of destruction. But Stoicism offers a way to master these emotions. The Stoics did not believe in suppressing emotions or pretending they didn't exist. Instead, they taught that we should transform our emotional responses by changing the way we think about the world. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." This means that the way we interpret events, our judgments about them, are what create our emotional reactions. If we view a situation as harmful, we will feel harmed. But if we choose to see it as an opportunity for growth or as something beyond our control, we can maintain our inner calm. To master destructive emotions, we must practice what the Stoics call premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. This involves mentally preparing ourselves for the challenges we may face, so that when adversity strikes, we are ready to respond with calm and reason. When we anticipate difficulties, whether it's the loss of a job, a disagreement with a loved one, or an unexpected failure, we can train ourselves to see these events not as catastrophes, but as opportunities for growth. As Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." The Stoic practice of reflection. Finally, one of the most powerful Stoic practices is daily reflection. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, would often reflect on the events of the day, examining his thoughts, actions, and emotional responses. This practice of journaling helped him to remain mindful of his virtues and to correct any missteps he had taken. Reflection allows us to hold ourselves accountable. It gives us the opportunity to assess whether we have lived in accordance with the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It also helps us to learn from our mistakes and to become better each day. By reflecting on our daily lives, we can cultivate greater self-awareness and develop the resilience to face future challenges with grace. It is through this practice that we transform Stoicism from a philosophy into a way of life. Stoicism is not just a philosophy to be studied, it is a philosophy to be lived. It offers us the tools to face life's challenges with calm, clarity, and strength. It teaches us that while we cannot control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. And in that response lies our freedom. So, as you go about your day, ask yourself, are you focusing on what you can control? Are you living in accordance with the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance? And most importantly, are you practicing the Stoic principles that will allow you to face life's challenges with resilience and peace? If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe and join our growing community of modern Stoics. Let's walk this path together as we strive for self-mastery and inner peace in a world filled with uncertainty. Remember, the power is within you. Stay wise, stay strong, be the creator of your life.